For our next project, it's that time of the year again. It's time to go bush hogging. But there's one thing we must do before we bush hog. Number one, we need to grease it. Number two, we're gonna blow out the cab air filter. Because yesterday my dad was like, Emerson, I've never touched the cab air filter in this tractor. You might want to think about blowing it out. It probably has a little bit of dirt in it. Never mind, we had to make a pit stop. We had to tighten up a slip clutch real quick. Now we can go bush hog. Nope, we didn't make it again. We're back at the same pot. This time we're putting a new slip clutch in. And boy, it's a learning experience because I've never had to do a slip clutch before, so I'm learning. I YouTubed it and watched about a 1-minute video and I should be a professional. Let's go try this again, but this time I got my wrenches with in case we have to do some adjusting. And before we take off, we need to remind everybody that I'm under supervision.
Closely supervised.
How's your job going here, putting rock to your concrete?
We won't know till it rains.
And it'll all be over there?
Well, we want the water to stay out here, but you're right. This rock will probably be right over top of the drain.
Well, I'd say we're about halfway done. It's probably about 8:45. And we just parked the tractor because I like to mow during the daylight. And because everything that we mow is either too wet to plant, too steep to plant, or is cut up enough you can't get equipment in there. Most of the time it's just too wet or too steep to plant. So you have a very high rate of getting stuck when you're bush hogging. Ask my father, he's sunk it in the lake multiple times. Bush hogging too close to the lake. We're just touching up around the place, everything's grown up. We'll go back and bush hog again before harvest starts. So that way it's just a nice breeze into the field, ain't fighting any Johnson grass or anything like that. And the slip clutch held its own. I had to adjust it one time. So I guess I'm a professional mechanic now. Praise the Lord, we had another good day. And look, we're just decided to drive the tractor today, come over to the neighbors to get internet. But anyways, yeah, we're still out bush hogging, road ditches, fields, field approaches, just the whole 9 yards. So one of the best things about bush hogging is all the turning around that we do, and which means back and forth. And shifting gears in this tractor is quite difficult. We believe it's just to where it has so many hours on it, it likes to click itself out of gear. We've replaced all the linkages and everything, but that is just how it is. And this is a prime example of it. See, it went too far back and now it went past forward. So see, that's what's so time consuming with bush hogging, this tractor is shifting gears. because it takes like a minute per time. Well, we just finished bush hogging, and now we have migrated to we have to do now is migrate chickens. So when chickens first come in, they've been in the barns for about, I believe, 6 days now. And the barn is split up into quarters, and we only use 2 quarters of the barns when they first come in. But now as they're growing and getting bigger, and each chicken takes up more volume, we are opening up to the whole barn. So basically right now, the only 2 sections that are being used are the 2 center sections. So we have 150 feet of barn on each end of the barn that are not being used at all. So we are opening it up to where they can use the full length of the barn now. Here's the line. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. I can't show any chickens. I apologize for that. So I'm trying to do my best here. But we'll pull that piece of plywood out, and then there's a pipe behind it we'll pull out, and they will spread back into that area of the barn. And you may ask why we do this, and we do this because when they first come in, they can fit all in the middle section of the barn, so that way we can serve heat. We don't have to heat the 150 feet on each end of the barn, so which saves us money in propane. And now with letting them spread out, it's so hot outside we're not running any heat, and that enables them to have almost 300 more feet of total feed line. They'll have more water, so they can just, it helps them, and then they can spread out and ventilate, and them not be shoulder to shoulder with each other. Well, I hope that you, oh, look at there. Look, it just flown by. There it goes. What even is that? But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed a little bit of the dirt bikes. It's my little, I guess, side sport that I do that usually I don't have time to do it very often just because due to farming so much. But anyways, what we're going to do now is we're going to get our leaf blower. We're going to blow off the bush hog and get it parked away because we're done with it. We got all the fields mowed. We won't need it till right before harvest again. It's gonna be hot today. Praise the Lord for another good day of going to be a farmer, but we're gonna sweat through some clothes today. It's like muggy and stuffy and no air moving at all. Bush hog is unhooked now, and fun fact about that barn, our family used to do tobacco, so that is an old tobacco barn, and the ceilings sit real low. The bush hog is one of the few items that we own that can actually fit in that barn, so that's one of the reasons why it gets parked inside, is because it can actually fit in there, and it's just the right size for it. Praise Jesus for another video. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe and hit the thumbs up button, because there's way more content on the road coming out. So I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, faith, family, farming. See you in the next one.